Tonight, let's take a look at a single barrel bourbon from the John J. Bowman Distillery. Let's get into it.
Music differs from, say, travel. When you travel...
All right, let's go ahead and keep this short and simple with some info on this bottle. This is a product of Sazerac, but this one is produced at the A. Smith Bowman Distillery in Virginia. So I've seen a few other comparisons online saying that this is kind of like Blanton's or another great alternative to Blanton's from the same parent company here. But yeah, finding a single barrel bottle for around $50 to $60 is a sweet spot, I would say, considering prices are still going up and a lot of distilleries, their single barrels can be a little bit higher than their other offerings. This one was a gift from a friend. I haven't had the opportunity to purchase one. They're just not in my area. And from what I read, they're a little bit tricky to find even in most other places. But tonight, I'm thankful I've got the opportunity to sip on this a bit and give you guys a quick review. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, first thing I notice is a bright sweetness, kind of a fruit forward note, like a cherry, maybe raspberry. There's a little bit of an oily type thing, maybe similar to like a shoe polish. It also reminds me of like a fruit roll-up. I don't know about you, but I would get them in my lunches when I was a kid, and there's a hint of that as well. Maybe a little bit of apple, spiced apple, caramel. All right, let's just go ahead and try this. Cheers, guys. You know what? I forgot to mention that this is 100 proof. And for me, that's kind of a nice sweet spot. I've said this before in other videos, but I do like high proof cask strength bottles most of the time. But on a weekly basis, I tend to gravitate towards like 100 proof, 105 proof, or even a little bit below, as it just makes for an easier daily, I guess. And I don't have to think about it as much. It's just an easy sipper, I would say. Okay. That is very sweet up front. A lot of those berry notes kind of disappeared. I mean, there's just a hint of it there. But mostly there's just a refined sugar, a oily, almost leather-like flavor there. But honestly, that's really good. I'm gonna go in for another sip. I do have to point out that this is not a very complex spirit. I'm getting the same flavors between sips here. It's a really enjoyable taste. I would even say that this could rival something like Blanton's, their actual single barrel. I'm thinking that a side-by-side comparison might be the only way to really give you the truth about that. But right now, this is an easy sipping bourbon. I really enjoy it, and I'm very grateful that I was able to get this from a friend of mine. I can see myself coming back to this, making a daily, and if I honestly had the opportunity to purchase this locally on a regular basis, I might actually keep it on the bar if I could. Yeah, very, very sweet, but it's just at the point where I can tolerate it. If it was any bit sweeter, this would not make one of my recommend bottles. But as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend this one. If you see one out in the wild for the regular retail price, I would just go ahead and grab that. Anything over secondary, honestly, maybe not so much. I know a lot of times everybody wants to get their hands on something at least once and they're willing to pay a little bit more. I completely understand, but that's your money. You can spend it however you want, but I'm gonna be honest, you might be disappointed if you wanna go ahead and spend double or some ridiculous price on this. There's plenty of other things out there to grab. And as I always say, if you can grab something for retail, that's the best option all the time. All right, guys. Well, thanks again, guys, for checking out another video here at Pour Authority. And if you want to help out here and support the channel, I just ask that you guys subscribe, like, comment, get involved with us here at Pour Authority. I'm continuously looking for ways to improve and want to grow this channel so that my content can reach more of you. Once again, thank you guys. Until next time, cheers.